Corporal Freddie Stowers was a young man who very heroically laid down his life for his fellow man on September 28, 1918 during World War I. He was an African-American man born and raised here in Anderson County, South Carolina. Stowers was drafted to serve in the Army in 1917 and was assigned to Company C of the segregated U.S. 371st Infantry Regiment in the Ardennes region of France. Stowers' company was the leading company during the attack on the Hill 188 on the morning of September 28th. Due to the death of his commanding officers, Stowers took up the responsibility of leading his men into this battle. After German soldiers waved their hands in surrender and began to crawl out into the open, American soldiers ceased fire and began protocol for enemy surrender. However, when the American soldiers got within shooting distance, the Germans began to jump back into their trenches and resumed shooting. Corporal Stowers bravely urged his men to press on and continue fighting, though his company was undergoing many casualties. Stowers and his men were able to overtake one enemy trench line, and while crawling to overtake the second, he was mortally wounded by enemy fire and died moments later. Even in his last moments, Stowers urged his men to press on and keep fighting for the freedom of their country. Stowers was recommended for the Medal of Honor shortly after his death, but it was not until 73 years later, in 1991, that he was finally awarded the medal for outstanding bravery, courage, and leadership. Though he was not physically there to receive the award, his sisters, Georgina and Mary, were awarded the medal in his place by President Bush. A bronze of Corporal Stowers now stands proudly here at Anderson University's campus in hopes that students and faculty alike will be inspired by his incredible story.
It was important because stories like this are important for people to know about. It's important for our students to know about. It's important for our faculty and staff and visitors to know about this gentleman. And if we had not erected this bronze on the campus, then chances are they would have never heard about Freddie Stowers and what he did.
How do you hope students will respond to the new bronze being a part of campus?
I hope students will love being able to sit around the bronze. I hope they will read the inscription around the base of the bronze. I hope that they will care enough, if they're really interested in this period of history, to research why Freddie Stowers' bronze is dressed the way he is dressed. I hope that they will, more than anything though, be touched by the humanity that this piece represents. I hope that they will appreciate the fact that Anderson University is a place that honors people regardless of their background. If they're doing something good for humanity, then they're deserving of such an honor. Now, everyone, of course, can't have a bronze made of themselves, but Stowers is such an important figure in the history of this area that it makes sense, especially considering some of the other bronzes that we have on campus and some that we hope to have on campus in the future. This is a man who embodied many, if not all, of the attributes of Anderson University and the things that we care about and the things that we stand for. And it's an honor for us to get to have his figure on our campus.
One of the hopes of Anderson University is that its students would be sent out into this world with the strength and courage to live for God and to sacrifice themselves for their fellow man if need be. The bronze in honor of Capital Freddie Stowers is just one way of many in which Anderson's campus strives to inspire and teach others to live selflessly.